Hello guys, on today's video I'll be using this simple setup to test out our smart energy management system, aka energy saver. And it's just a simple setup to show us some of the capabilities of this device. So for this test, as you have already known, this is the terminal for the device, the input side and the output side, positive, negative, negative, positive. Now my source comes in through here, and my output, this represents my load. This represents everything concerning my load, and this is linked to this. So basically this is my load setup. And for today's test, I'll be running the test with two bulbs. This is 100 watts incandescent bulb. This is a 60 watts bulb. So let's go into the test. Let's power on the device. So it comes on. Now the first thing you do when the device is on after installation, the first thing you do is to check your power limit. So now our power limit is currently at 500 watts. Let's say for this test I want to run this 60 watts bulb in my house, and I don't want to exceed 60 watts. Why? Because I want to save money that I use for recharging my electricity. I want to minimize it to 60 watts. Okay? Or another scenario could be I have a generator that produces 1000 watts, and I want this generator to last. I will use this and tell this device the maximum power it's supposed to collect from that generating set. So but for this simple test, let us use this 60 watts as my load, the load I want to use as my total load. So first of all, let's calibrate the power limit. So we hold down the setting button. We're now in power limit. We go into the power limit proper. So let's reduce it to 60 watts or close to 60 watts, depending. Remember, we are simulating that my load, I just want 60 watts. I only want to be paying for 60 watts. I don't have money to pay for more than 60 watts because of the economy. So I set it up to 60 watts, and I accept that value. And one other thing you need to set up is the violation limit. So let's go into the violation limit to set it up. Okay, violation limit currently is 20 counts. Let's bring it down to, for this test, let's bring it down to 2. Okay, let's bring it down to 3. Bring it up to 3. So currently the violation count, or rather the violation limit, is now 3 counts. I accept, and I'll go to violation timeout. Let's go into the violation timeout and see what it says. So it's 50 seconds, which is a bit high for this test. So let's reduce it to 10 seconds. Let's go for 10 seconds. Yes, 10 seconds. Accept. So let me save these new parameters. Okay, so now save and exit. So I've set up, I can now see that my power limit is now saying 60 watts. So, and mind you, it has already energized my load. This could be my house, my hotel, my office. all this stuff are my load combined. So I will now deploy 60 watts, my load. So 60 watts is now active. Okay, let's go to the current sensor to see. Okay, so this is the current consumption. This is the power factor. It's a resistive load, so that's correct. So let's go to voltage. Okay, so now I'm getting 43 watts, of course, because of the corresponding voltage, which is 206 volts, is actually giving me 43 watts. So what this means is that I am within my maximum limit. This is my limit. Remember, my limit is 60. So currently I'm at 44. So that is okay. My consumption is okay. So what happens when someone comes in my house and plugs an electric kettle, or I forgot that I'm on a limit and I plug something that exceeds that 60 watts? Now see what happens. Let me plug this. This is a 100 watts bulb. Plug it now. The load has increased. It shuts down the load, and it's now warning me. It says warning. It resets it took 10 seconds for it to reconnect back. So it will reconnect back again, and if it checks again to see whether I have not removed the load, it will now go back, and this is the violation limit. After 10 seconds, it will reconnect me back, and if the system still detects the same issue, it goes back again. Okay. Now, because I set my violation limit to 3, it happened 3 times, and it's now total lockdown. It has totally locked the system out. So there's nothing I can do now to reactivate the power except I restart the system. Okay. Of course, if I want this to take longer before it locks out, I can increase my violation limit to 30, 40, 50, or 90, as the case may be. But I did it. I set it at 3 just for setting purposes, just for testing purposes. So let's off the system again, and let's remove this 100 watts and on the system. It comes on, and everything is fine. Let me try putting the 100 watts again, which is above my limit. It shuts off. So let me remove that 100 watts since it's warning me. So let me remove the 100 watts and see what happens. It's connected back, and it's no longer warning me again, because it has checked and he has detected that we are consuming 44, which is within our limit, which is 60. Okay, so this is a simple demonstration of how the energy saving capabilities of this system works. So it's keeping me within my limit. Of course, you can choose to increase your limit. The system can handle up to 3,800 watts. So it's fully configurable. Thank you.